Moving on with the Harley restoration, a little bit at a time. As you can see, I got a couple of critical parts. I know I'd start off with some minor stuff. Hey, the dogs are barking. What are you guys barking at? Huh? Barking at me? I think they're barking at me. Anyway, so there it is now. So yeah, I had a little problem back here. These are my turn signals right now, which are not ideal, but at least it's something. I had some actual, long ones that came out, which I will get another set of those. But for now, I've got to put that on there, and then I got to put this flasher on because mine broke. So that's what we'll do now. This is still the stock one. Hard to get these nuts back here. There's these little rinky-dink things. Got one off already. I struggled with it for a while. To get the other one. Not sure if I'm on it. Guess I could take this tire off, but I don't want to. I do need to take the tire off because I'm going to replace the tire. I'm going to replace both of them. What is it, Marvin? What's going on, huh? Okay, I got it. It's a little bit at a time because, I'm not a rich man. Little stuff here and there. I realize this is not an earth-shattering thing to fix right now, but it's important to me. Shh, it's okay, Marvin. Calm down. Oh, wow. What is it? I need to get some tools for these wires. I think it was the wind. Oh, wifey is coming back. She had to go run an errand. Alright, I'm gonna pause the recording, go get some tools, come back. Alright, continuing on. Gasket. Problem there. Get this thing off. There's like this little seal that goes around the actual light bulb socket. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it right there. This little thing. Try to get that off. There we go. No problemo. There. And get the new lights. Need all that. Take off that much. Back on. I don't know if you can hear that train in the background. We live about 2 blocks from the train tracks. When we first moved to this house, I thought, oh man, there's no way I can sleep with that train right there, but after like the first week, don't even notice it. And I've kind of said the same thing about people who live like right off the tracks. And they're like, yeah, I don't know, what train? What are you talking about? There's a train? Okay, I need to take this stuff off. See, this one's got an actual nut washer, which will go right back in here on the inside. I like that better. Although, this thing did last since 1988. That was the original one. Most of the stuff on here is original. Thinking even the pipes. Well, it says they're Kirkers. I don't know if that came with it, if it was like an option. The original owners bought this bike or what, but I like the way they look. I need a little help. I need to do a little bit of welding right there. Because it's a Harley and stuff breaks just because it exists. So going down the road. These things are not the most perfectly balanced engines, so things rattle. There's a stereotype of Harleys going down the road and bolts just kind of randomly falling off. It's not a stereotype. It happens. It's happened to me. And the guys riding Yamahas and Hondas just point and laugh. Let them have it. Because they're right. Let's see if I can... I don't know what happened to my wire stripper. You know, I'm so organized and whatnot. I hear you laughing. I don't know what I did with it, so I'll just use these little side cutters. See if I can strip it without destroying it. Yeah, there we go. Don't know if you can see it. I'll check the camera here in a second. Let's see what I'm actually doing here. I think I'm going to clean this whole base up before I put the new one on. I don't have any brake cleaner left. I'm sure I can figure something out. Alright, let's see what I can do before I go full crazy on that. Yeah, I don't know if you can see what's going on there. Let me adjust the camera really quick. Found some cleaner. Ideal, but see if I can clean that off. Oh, that's going to take more than that, man. Oh boy. That is 100 and some odd thousand. I'll tell you exactly in a minute. Worth of authentic road grind. How many miles do I have on this thing? 146,000 miles. And the only thing major I've had done to it mechanically is the top end. Probably could use a bottom end. Let me go find something to scrape that. I'll be right back. Alright, well, somebody stole all my tools, I think. It couldn't be that I just misplaced them because I'm terrible about putting them back where they're supposed to go. That can't be right. Oh, I bet I'll get some unlikes for this. That's fine. You can give me unlikes. Doesn't matter. Still considered activity. You can unlike it, you can give me bad comments, but you are still reacting to it. And all that does is push the numbers up. So you just do whatever you want. But the fact that you clicked on it and you're watching it right now, that just helps. Helps the channel. There's been talk about changing the algorithm and how it affects it and everything, but the only major difference that I've seen in the YouTube algorithm is the rejection of AI bullshit, which I'm good with that. AI has its place, but I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for that. Not yet. If we still can't elect a decent president, then we are definitely not ready for AI. Oh, sorry, did I get political? Yeah, we'll just let that one slide, won't we? Look at that, good as new. That'll be fine. Anytime anybody goes by, you guys have to react, don't you? Huh? That's a good boy. Yeah. You want to help with the Harley? You are helping with the Harley. You're bringing my blood pressure down so I don't get annoyed. That helps. Yeah. We took him out for a little run at Doggo Hill. Somebody going by there. Earlier, so he's kind of tired and a little bit limpy. He's getting up there. And that's fine. That's what happens. Oh, lost the screws, man. Let's see. Wait, I don't even need that yet. What am I doing? Go back in there. Go back where you're supposed to be. So, we don't have a gasket. That one's supposed to go here. We got nothing back there. I could use that one back there. Use the old gasket. Or, how about no gasket at all? How about that? At least for now. These tins are going to come off. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet. This is the original anniversary edition paint job. So I think I will probably take these off, buff them out as good as I can, clean them up as best I can. I think Derek from Vice Grip has a pretty good product for doing what I want to do. I'll probably get something from him and keep the paint job. Clean it up, put a good clear coat on it, put it all back on there because I don't want to change it. I want it to remain. I'll have to give you guys a little shot of the tank so you can see what I'm talking about, but I don't think I want to change it. I think I want to let it remain like it was. I have, oh, there they are, some shrink tubes. Good old Harbor Freight, not a sponsor. Let's see, which ones, it's probably too thick. Might work. I don't know. I hear a lot of hate about Harbor Freight, but you know, for what it is, the fact that I'm not a professional mechanic, I do this just for myself and the family. I don't even work on other people's stuff. And if I had a professional shop and I was doing that stuff, then I'd probably get, you know, high dollar professional tools. But for this, you know, I've never had a Harbor Freight tool break on me. Not even once. So what's the problem? They do what they're supposed to do. They've been good to me. So I will continue to go buy my Harbor Freight tools. And most of the stuff in my shop if I didn't have it from before when I was an actual professional mechanic a long time ago. Doesn't show, does it? If it's not tools from back in the day, then it's Harbor Freight. This little thing right here is Harbor Freight. So there's my unsponsored review of Harbor Freight. Take it for what it is. Now I'm just going to put this on here. All of the peripheral stuff that I'm doing right now, I'm considering temporary. Of course, you got to be careful when you say that. There's a fly. But I know this is all coming back off. This will have to come back off. So I'm just going to twist it on there. And what did I do with it? There it is. Twist it on there, put shrink tubing on it. Call it good for now. I have more important things coming for this thing. I have to, we talked about the tins, all of that's got to come off. That's peripheral stuff. I guess I'm just going to buy a new seat. Because the base on that seat is destroyed, it's patched together. I should have actually videoed that, but you don't want to see what I did to it to make it work. This one right here that used to be the couch, the sissy bar seat, the base of that is destroyed. So I'll probably just buy a new setup and then a new pad for this. This thing is broken right here. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But this is all peripheral stuff. What I really need to do is get tires, really inspect the engine and transmission and make sure they're okay. It looks rough, but it's never had any really rough riding. I've always been good to it. I've done very regular oil changes. Oh, I did it again. I forgot to put the shrink tube on there. I hate it when I do that. It's had regular maintenance. Anytime the tires start to get a little bit worn, I've replaced them. And all of that stuff. So when I was riding this every day, you know, I treated it like it with honor, and I took care of it. The only real problem with it now is that it has been sitting. And I said before it was been sitting for 3 years, but I had to really think about that. It hasn't been sitting for 3 years. It's been 3 years since the last time I started it. But I was coming out and starting it ever so often. And then, I don't know, I parked it in a stupid place and it was one of those out of sight, out of mind things. And I'm like, oh yeah, the Harley. And finally I just stopped coming out and starting it. I would, you know, not just start it, but I'd take it, you know, ride it around a little bit and then park it and then not mess with it again until I thought about it. But then it got to the point, this is hard getting on there, where I didn't even do that because I parked at that stupid place. It's been sitting, not being used daily for at least 10 years. At least. So that's my shame. You might be saying, well, Ron, what prompted you to start doing something to this poor old thing? I'm really glad you asked. His name is Casey Liddell, and I hate him. I don't really hate him. That's kind of a joke. He has t-shirts that say that. Casey Liddell just recently did a little short series where him and some friends, where's the other piece? Let's get another one. Him and some friends went and bought some cheap bikes and rode them around for a little bit, and they're going to ride them some more. I saw that, and I just saw him riding around and him talking about his love for Harleys and how he's a Harley guy. And I found myself really wanting to get back on two wheels again. And I know you're probably tired of hearing me go blah blah blah, but it's my channel, I can talk if I want to. I've had some health problems recently that have been resolved for the most part. Those health problems prevented me from doing some of the things that I love doing the most. Wheeling, for example, mechanics to my own stuff as a hobby sort of thing, and of course, being on two wheels. So, those things have been resolved. I'm doing much better now. Casey's got to put out his video. I went, well, damn. Okay. So he, not even knowing who the hell I am, twisted my arm. And I blame you, Casey. You did this to me. So here I am doing this thing. So it's going to be a long thing. You know, like I said, I'm not rich or nothing. And I am trying to save up for retirement. So everything I do is going to be Harbor Freight cheap. So if you don't like that, well, you can kiss my ass. Because this is how it's done in the real world. People who don't have a lot of funds for whatever reason. Get in there. I just want to, you know, do stuff. Why does that look wrong? Oh, because it is wrong, Ron. Oh, thanks for telling me, guys. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. Oh, okay, I'm an idiot. I think we already knew that. And then I start talking to myself. It's not bad when you talk to yourself. What's bad is when you start arguing with yourself and you lose the argument. So now the trick is to get these nuts in there. Should probably check to see if this is wired right. Don't confuse me with logic. Alright. Pause the video, go get the key, and check. Got the key, turned on, the front for good. It's not on because the ground isn't tight on there. There should be a running light. There's that. Jump and hit the brake, and the brake lights. Okay, good. So that's good. The rest of this on here, button it up. I got one other thing to do for this video. I want to see if I can find the blinker and replace it because it's never had a blinker. And it's ridiculous. Ever since I've had it, it's just been stupid. But yeah, turn signals don't work. Yeah, they kind of work. Not really. In there. Really long studs that I have to turn down manually before we can get there. Now, one of the things I've never really been good at is scheduling types videos, and I need to start doing that. So what I'm gonna try to do is like every other Friday probably I'll see if I can put out me working on this. And you know, they're so exciting, I know. But all three of you watching this, I mean, there's a reason you're watching it. I don't know why, because you like to see me on the struggle bus, I guess, which is fine. Come on. It's just me sitting here on a crate working on my Harley. I mean, Conan, what is best in life? Sitting on a crate working on a Harley. I know that's not what he says, but if I were Conan, that's probably what I'd say. Probably not. There was... See, now I'm going to start getting into reminiscing and stuff about this bike. Popped into my mind just now was the time when me and a friend of mine, one of my oldest friends, Chris as a matter of fact, not Christoph, he was in town visiting, and we ended up at this place relaxing and visiting a bar. I lost my keys. And I was convinced that somebody stole my keys. So I went back into the bar and basically accused everybody and their dog of stealing the keys to my Harley. Nobody stole the keys. But I didn't know that at the time. Wow, this thing really does need a gasket on it. There's no way I'm going to get tight enough. Well, maybe. So as I'm in there interrogating the entire patronage of this bar, Chris comes out. He's like, I got you, bro. Tears apart, takes the ignition switch completely off, hot wires it, says, there you go. I'll never forget that. I'm like, oh, okay. It was completely just derailed, diffused, rode home, everything was cool. Well, sometime later, my keys appeared in the mail because I had a little thing on there that actually had my contact information in case I did lose them and somebody actually returns them. I felt like an idiot. Yeah, well, it happens. Yeah, I'm just not getting what I need to out of this thing. It really does need a gasket. It's gonna rattle like crazy otherwise. I guess I could put that old gasket on, but I'm committed now. I should be committed. Alright, so if you have watched this long, what are we at, 30 minutes now? Of me struggling with the stupid taillight. There's something wrong with you, but I appreciate it. And I'm not going to video any of the putting the turn signal flasher on, because I think you've suffered enough for 1 week. Oh, it actually did tighten up a little bit. This is important because as I do stuff to this, I, want to be able to take it for test drives. And, I don't want any reason for the cops to pull me over. Not that I'm not legal. I am totally legal. I got my endorsement and all of that legal bullshit, but just no reason for aggravation. Alright, put this on. Do another check, make sure it's right, and then I will release you from the Friday Harley Madness adventure time. I can get this stupid thing on there right. Physics, man, physics. Close enough. Like that. Allegedly There. Oop. Butterfingers. I only got 9 of them, so extra Butterfingers. I have all 10 fingers. I just have 9 fingertips. That's another story we will not talk about today. It's actually on there pretty solid, but when I do put it back on for real, once the 10s are done and everything, I am going to put a gasket on there. I guess I'll have to buy one, but you know, that's how it works. All right, let's see. Does it work? Oh, look. I have a tail light. And I have brake lights. Yay! And this is what that's supposed to do, but it doesn't. Yeah, I'll take care of that. Don't you worry about it. Anyway. Well, the signals work now. Well, that's it for this week. Appreciate y'all watching, and see you next time.